today I had some revelations about myself and patterns in regards to relationships. I was spending time with some family, and there's history there. So I had a family member who became very upset with me. And there's a lot of emotionality. And what there was that I wasn't sure how to handle was blame and a sense of complaining to where I felt not consciously, not between the 6 inches that I realized this, that I needed to defend myself, and I got trapped in that role of defending myself. I got lost in the pain of the other, and I was not able to hold compassion. So afterwards, it's very tempting to absorb that blame and get hurt, feel that defensiveness. It's just a messy place to go if you're going to take ownership of somebody else's inability to take responsibility for themselves and the consequences of their actions. And that's the pattern that I was able to see. I see a pattern in me where I've been playing this role that by acknowledging and seeing this, I can make a different choice. One that's compassionate for me and for others. And that role is to be a scapegoat, where the behavior of the individuals I've been in relationship would be to suffer the experiences or the consequences of their own thoughts or actions or words. And then in order to feel better about themselves, put that blame and complaint on me. Now, a long time ago in the past, if we go back to a few videos where I discuss the childhood I had and the circumstances of my mother's mental illness, and specifically a point where she had set me down and instilled this sense of, this is your responsibility to help me feel emotionally okay with myself and safe at your expense. My expense. Yeah. Just really waking up to seeing that and comprehending it. So moving forward in these relationships where this is occurring, I'm just going to distance myself in interaction. I see where I was investing myself in these relationships. And, to do this in a compassionate way for the other and the self, it's not to get in that trap of blame and complaint and defend and attack and the whole, if you know anything about the triangle of codependency, right? Victim, hero, perpetrator. So, you can hear my dog snoring in the background. So it's seeing that and not participating in that dynamic. You don't have to do it out of anger. You don't have to do it out of fed upness. You don't have to do it out of me and the other. You can do it out of compassion. Compassion for yourself, and compassion for the other, and just disengage. Let them reach out to you. Have that compassion. Keep it simple. And set your limitations and your boundaries. These don't have to be something that's like, in somebody's face. They can just be just by observing yourself and then slowing down, right? I always say, watch this, come into the body, be in the present moment, take that time. So, yeah, that it's kind of a success, even though it was painful and has its aspect of sadness, you know? So I have choices, right? That's what I say. We have authority over ourselves. So in the moment where it was happening, I can review things and I think I'd like to do better. And I like to be able to hold compassion for myself and not get swallowed up in that other individual's pain, and then we're all in pain. However, right, rather than to, after the fact, go into this, now I'm going to sit in this incredible pain, and now I'm going to sit in this defensiveness, this blame, and there can be, again, watch this, right? Did I mention, because I wanted to say this. So I had watched a video from Kyle Cease, and I'll post it down below. And it was about acceptance, and it was about relationships, and it was about just being with yourself, which I'm actually really good with. However, when it comes to family, what does it look like, when there are strained relationships or there are difficult relationships? So I'm willing to just take a few steps back and accept. And there's a lot behind that I can't really get into because it's detail of my personal life. But suffice to say that the whole idea here is understanding the self. That's what I'm sharing with you. That this is a journey of understanding the self. That's a journey. It doesn't stop. You don't attain some sense of spirituality and you've got it and you're good. It's always a present moment maintenance or evolving, right? Or being. So I hope that sharing that is something that maybe you can take and make use for yourself. This concept of compassion and understanding the self and taking the time, and maybe in the current moment you don't do so well. It's that acceptance. Again, if you like the content, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. If you found something helpful or that is relatable to you, please, if you feel free, share that. And then, that's the whole point of this community, is that sense of empowerment, evolving, and doing it with compassion and love and kindness, right? Even when we have to assert ourselves, so that we can get to this new world where we create the peace that we actually are, right? We can bring it out because we have it inside here. Sento la pace. Feel the peace. Thank you.